Amy Robach and TJ Holmes' unexpected sleeping arrangement, 2 years into their romance. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes have been going strong for over 2 years, but their bedtime routine? Well, that's still a work in progress. While their relationship has been making headlines since it first came to light, what happens behind closed doors is just as intriguing. And one of the quirkiest things about their dynamic? TJ isn't always sleeping in bed with Amy. During a recent episode of their Amy and TJ podcast, the couple opened up about their unique sleeping habits, revealing that they're still negotiating over their bedtime routine. The topic came up while chatting with actor Kevin McHale and his partner, Austin P. McKenzie. Kevin shared that when they first got together, Austin would often sleep on the couch, not because of a fight, but simply because he loved it. Austin even tried to convince Kevin to join him, turning their sleeping arrangements into an ongoing discussion. As the conversation unfolded, Amy pointed at TJ with a knowing look before saying, "This is a negotiation we have all the time too." TJ nodded in agreement, laughing, but unlike Austin's situation, where he preferred the couch, TJ's habit of opting for the couch isn't exactly by choice, it's more of an instinct. Fortunately, Amy isn't kicking him out of the bedroom, but they have had their fair share of disagreements over bedtime habits. The midnight meal that sparked a sleep divorce. Every couple has their quirks, and for Amy and TJ, it seems like their biggest battle revolves around bedtime. TJ is a notorious night owl, while Amy prefers a more structured routine. This difference led to a particularly heated moment that resulted in them spending a night apart. Amy recounted the incident on their podcast, explaining how TJ's late-night habits pushed her over the edge. It all started when he decided to whip up a meal at midnight. "You like to not go to bed," Amy pointed out. "You started to make a meal at midnight, and I just was frustrated. I was like, can we just please go to bed?" Exhausted and unable to resolve the disagreement, they ended up spending the night in separate rooms. But what could have been a minor annoyance turned into something deeper. They later admitted that the real issue wasn't the late-night cooking, it was emotional exhaustion. TJ reflected on that moment, admitting he was embarrassed by his initial reaction. "After that fight, my first thought wasn't to make sure Emmy was okay. My first thought was, well, we have to make sure we're all right because family is coming to town. We have to put on a good face, show up together at the studio, and not let anyone know that anything is wrong." That realization led them to take an important step in their relationship. Couples counseling. Therapy saved their relationship. For Amy and TJ, therapy wasn't about fixing a broken relationship. It was about strengthening an already strong bond. After the midnight meal incident, they decided to work with a professional, and they now swear by it. "It helped us communicate in a way we didn't even realize we needed," Amy shared. "We love each other, but sometimes love isn't enough. You have to learn how to navigate each other's needs, frustrations, and differences." TJ agreed, adding, "It was a game changer. Now, instead of small annoyances turning into full-blown fights, we understand where the other person is coming from." Their transparency about their struggles and triumphs has made their podcast even more relatable to listeners. Fans appreciate their honesty and willingness to share the real, unfiltered parts of their relationship, not just the highlight reel. Will they get married? While they've tackled bedtime battles and therapy breakthroughs, there's one big question looming over them. Will Amy and TJ walk down the aisle? Both have been married twice before, so they know better than most that marriage isn't just about romance, it's about finding the right person. But TJ recently made a statement on their podcast that had fans buzzing. "There's a difference between wanting to get married in general and wanting to marry a specific person," he said. "And I can absolutely say that about you, Amy." Cue the collective awe from their listeners. Though they haven't officially announced wedding plans, it's clear their relationship is built on a deep connection, mutual respect, and a willingness to grow together. Whether they make it official with "I do," or continue to do things their own way, one thing is for sure. Amy and TJ are committed to making their relationship work, couch naps and all.